Let's go.
Any ideas?
Careful with Monroe, Phelps. He's got a lot of clout and he's pretty sharp. See what you can get from him.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe. Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Perses kiirettävyksi.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Toi tutun näköinen heebo. Hei, se on se! Se on se, joka naama on niissä. Se on se.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs! We're investigating a series of domestic
Se naama,
fires,
just se.
Mr. Monroe.
Se.
Terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybill.
No tässä nyt. Musta tuntuu, että tää on perseestä. Truth by light, truth by... Ei truth by light, truth by doubt. Valve. Vittu jos tää kusee, niin mä oon kuseessa, saatana. Doubt.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Promotional travel content.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Tässä nyt. Lukeeko tossa sana? Lukee. Joten mä sanon, että lie.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Sanotaan tämä, koska siinä lukee Win a Trip.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
Achievement runko lukee, että Huckster, okei, selvä. Local hand...
Made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
doubt.
Come on, Mr.
Oikein.
You expect me to believe that you would build a
menee
new
hyvin,
development
kaikki oikein
with one of
tämmöistä.
those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the waste basket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
Rancho Escondido fire.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Only for the best. Mä sanon, että lie.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
Mulla on. Porcement quality.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for way bills, you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
20 expa, Sims legit.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Leon Petrol. Michael. Herbert Chapman.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Kuka Chapman oli? Mä en
Find
muista.
the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Joo. Hei. Joo.
Your boss
Kello on
is a
11
fine man.
aamulla.
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
Oh, Susie, you are so
Operator, message
bad.
for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you.
Herbert Chapman, onks me napattu se joskus?
He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks.
APP. Mä en muista mistä se oli lyhenne, mutta siitä on APP Reload. Ihan hauska peli, mutta välillä ottaa päällä. Oh my god.
A beautiful face delivers love for me in it. Give
Roy!
me a heart, and baby I'll bet
Mitäs mulkku täällä
I
tekee?
always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
for the
No.
sake of a
Not even for old time's sake?
Not even for that.
Toi Roinki.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here?
I wouldn't give you the pleasure. You'll get around to it.
Niin toi Roin, toi ulkonäkö tai
She's
peli,
in
sekin on
fine
yksi
voice this
näyttelijä.
evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save the
about...
threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Niin sekin on joku näyttelijä, toi Roin ulkonäkö. Ja sama myös Phelpsin.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner.
You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Joo. No niin, ja taas täällä.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Tää on hyvä tyyppi tää Hebo.
KGPL calling the car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Crap people. Okei, nyt ajetaan niin nätisti kuin pystyy. Tai niinku vahingoittamatta muita, että saadaan hyvä tulos tästä näin. Ei sen vielä tarvitse raivota. Ei se kyllä raivonut viimeksikään, mutta silti saatiin väärä Hebo. Me ei aloitettu vielä yhtään damakea, tai city damakea eikä auto ottaa damakea. Mulla on vastattu kaikkiin kysymyksiin oikein. Nyt menee hyvin. No niin, vihreä valo, kiitos. NYT nyt. Okei, homo. Fuck. Johan on pitkät valot. Onks mun perässä auto? Ei ole. No nyt se vaihtui vihreäksi. Oho.
I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole.
No se meni siinä se nätisti ajaminen. Joo, sellaista. Okei, miten ihmisillä menee? Kohta tulee varmaan bla bla bla, täällä on crime skene, menkää sinne, jos haluatte. Joo, varmaan tulee. Joo, miten teillä menee? Yes. Crap. Ei tää auto näytä pahasti ottamaan vahinkoa. Ottaneen vahinkoa. Tästä oikaisee. Näin, nätisti meni. Tossa on tollain vehikle. Raitiovaunuhan sen nimi oli. Ei täällä päin tommosia ole.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Nää. Me en oo nähnyt tota Haeboa kyllä aikaisemmin.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Seems legit. Täällähän on noita mainoksia. Täällä on näitä.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Luoteja.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Onko se niitä baareja taas käyty siellä?
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Holy cow. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Toi heepo, toi joka tykkää tulista. Se on siis Chapman. Okay.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.